I don't make a decision until my stomach is full and my balls are empty. I want to watch the movie. There's Rasputin. And the British made a movie before everything went Python. I want to watch it, yeah. It's about Rasputin, the immortal Russian. I have this problem. He's giving you bad advice on purpose, like Edward Crowley would. He's a skinniness of him. He starves in celibacy. And he just advises everybody, oh, eat loads and empty your balls as best you can, yes. Ha 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 ha. That's why he's in charge. My stomach's pretty nauseous when I'm trying to make this video. I made a video this morning about the Iranian success. I want to know what that guitar was in it. I think it's double stringed, like a mandolin. Sounded awesome. Hope the Iranian government in the future, when they're nice and settled back and cozy, give me one of those bad boys with a nice lesson to go with it. What's happening here? Beijing. Yeah. Where was I? I left off about Iran, and my memory got full on my phone. The Strait of Hormuz, and by Donald Trump snubbing the event is going to make him lose loads of friends, and he was too selfish to realize that. He's going to lose loads of friends now. South Korea, Japan, EU, places maybe in Africa or something that he might be allegiance with. Everybody's going to be pissed off and he won't care. He's like, oh, he's such an asshole. I'm going to be losing friends and confidence all over. That is where I left off the video type before that about confidence that people actually gain. Like Iran gained confidence in heaven. But when you gain real friendship, there's a difference between gaining friendship, confidence. You can buy confidence. You can get everybody under some blackmail ring, and that's not real confidence. But like they have to comply. There's compliance but no confidence. So Donald probably had a lot of compliance, but not real, genuine confidence. And it's like tin ice that won't hold under these kind of pressures like this. That there's no oil and it's all Donald's front, and he didn't care, but he caused the blockade in the first place, and he doesn't care. He's like, go get it yourselves. Go get it yourselves. So yeah, they're not going to be happy with Trump. That's his problem. Get watching Iran are charging $2 million for safe passage through. What you want to get is Donald Trump to pay for all your ships. Yeah, do it by the books. Make Donald Trump cough up $2 million for every boat. Yeah, that's a bit soft resolution, but I think there might be a joke there. But yeah, just if the UK or Japan or South Korea just get Donald to pay the check on the boats going through. I think they offered $2 million, to be fair, to the other countries who had nothing to do with the situation. And it's like, oh, you can charge $2 million to get your boat through. That's probably like €1 million or oil or something on the boats or something funny. There's probably a joke there. I wouldn't be charging $2 million. I'd be like $8 million per boat. $10 million. I got a war to fight. I probably don't need the money, but yeah, get Donald to foot the bill. It's his problem. It's all falling around him. One tiny little thing. Yeah, some school full of kids. I've kind of researched the itineraries regarding that school, and Iran can't exactly say it. I can say it. They didn't accidentally blow up a school. They took the fucking kids. They blew up what was left behind. Iran can't publicly say that. I can kind of say it. They took all the kids. And God knows what they did to them. And they blew up the school. They found one female teacher in the rubble. I'm not supposed to talk about it. Ow! I got a pinch in my arm for talking about it. Anyway, that was your kid. Abducted by Israel and America. God knows what happened then. The Iranian regime. I was thinking of acronyms for loser. Leader of sadistic evil republic. LOSER. Or lover of oh shit, no, was it? Loser. Shit, I was thinking lover. Lover of sicko Epstein rapist. LOSER. Lover of sicko Epstein rapist. Leader of sadistic or satanic evil republic or regime. Loser. Iran didn't seem all too phased in any of the events in this matter. Did I say this in the other video? Like Cargill, you were taking Cargill. Do you like it? Take it. Take it. Yes, take it. If you want it, take it. Like calm panthers. Take it, yes. And then when you take it, come closer. You know what I mean? If the enemy said that to me, I said, then come closer. Fuck the hand games, I'm not getting close to that cat. Meow. And then come closer. You know, that's proper, like, Japanese kind of war psychology. And then he told us to come closer. Yeah, you're gonna call the blood. You're gonna call the blood. I'm not calling that fucking blood. And then come closer. Closer, closer. Yeah, they don't seem all too phased at all. Iranian regime. Alright, so I was making loads of Terminator jokes about AI and drones, and a guy called John Connor that was responsible for all this. I could stop it in a way. And there were teams fighting over him. You think about it as one team or the other team, they were fighting over him, T1 or T2 kind of thing. They were fighting over him. I've seen some weird things about people being abducted by guards, and then other guards jump in and tear those guards out, and then other guards jump in and tear those guards out, and and then those guards brought me to a holding cell and tried to open me up, tear my balls off with a hook knife. And then, like, I don't talk about things really. Like, Iran and myself are very difficult. You can't kill a good thing, basically, is what I'm saying. You can't kill a good thing. Oh yes, there's other elements I want to talk about this. It's not all about oil. There's some spiritual dominion going on. Who's God's favourite person in the world? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Iran and myself probably get this. And lots of people out there. You know what I mean? There's crazy people do crazy things for this pyramid scheme. I kind of accidentally, like Nietzsche, found myself on top of this thing, and they all tore me down into big, ripped me down even lower, worse than I was before. It was wonderful, the attention that came to me. I was supposed to have anything. And even Donald said, oh, when you're a star, they give it to you for free. Absolutely anything on a silver plate. No, but I just got like snubbed and snuffed like murder. And even so, didn't I? I need some air in it, so Oh, it's nice. I'm going skating again. In the sunshine. I'm very much a grass Pokemon. I love the sunshine, just gets me going. There we go. Yeah. So I had this. It got stolen in between a combination of foot soldiers that discovered me from Sinn Féin, or dirty Muppet paramilitary. It's horrible in my country. These people just say they're IRA, and the name carries some sort of reverence that makes them get away with anything. And even the police yield to this. The fact that they're IRA. They can just get away with you because it's the IRA. And I was like, I'll call myself the IRA. Rubber Bandits have a funny joke about that. Everybody's in the row. I'm in the row. Pope's in the row. Mary McMahon's in the row, obviously. Everyone's in the row in Ireland. Everyone. My uncle's in the row. His cat's in the row. Everybody just says it so you don't fuck with them. Anyway, it's just terror. Which used to be posed against other countries. We're never just posing a terror on ourselves. It's really clever. Muppet regime. Anyway, irony of that is that the people that died for Ireland wouldn't want to see Ireland running around like Muppets in gangs with guns, terrorising themselves. They fought to get rid of guns. Now they fought to get rid of guns and gangs. They didn't want to do it. They had to do it. So I was romantic about it. They did it. They did it lethally. And then they did it so you could all just go to school and not have to deal with guns and gangs and terror. So you're just kind of spitting on the graves, aren't you, of all the people that you claim to idolise. You're running around in guns and gangs and calling yourself power military exports. shooting drug dealers and bad guys. Yeah. Cowboys, any reason to go out there, clean up this country from all hosting Thomas Vanderberg. And so anyway, these IRA guys have ran away, and I think they're in Saudi Arabia now, or the United Emirates, and they're working with America. And I think this is really what it's all about. So John Connor's kind of important and oblivious. They're using my name anyway to challenge Iran. They do call it challenging. We challenge your stature, which is very silly, because if you were some sort of angel in training that deserved his own orrery, you can gift it and share it with a girl. You gotta marry Peter, Paul, and Mary. You gotta Peter, Paul, and Mary, and they definitely don't die. And lots of other people around you won't die as well. But you totally get a Peter, Paul, and Mary, they won't die. Rome killed everybody down to Peter, Paul, and Mary, and just realised they wouldn't die. And they crucified them, blood's testing it. And they got Mary out of there and hit her, and she ran all the way across Europe and ended up in Ireland. Oh, that's why Holy Mother Mary it was so important. But now I got my own little Jesus-y thing going on, and the Irish are buggering my mother. I was like, yeah, that's so Christian anymore. And just don't have that old protect the lady of the forest feeling he's used to have. Anyway, Paddy lost, as always. Yeah, so they took my name and my birthright, and I accidentally got on top. So when I was accidentally on top of the pyramid, they took it, and that's where the Great Reset happened. And now they're all fighting over the breadcrumbs and tearing it apart. So they're bringing war against Iran, basically. And there's a lot of respect for Khamenei when there was Khamenei. I wouldn't compete with Iran. They're probably way better than me, man. I know I accidentally came into preference, some high and holy preference. I used to write a lot of aphorisms, study a lot of fucking Nietzsche and Bible and things, and came to conclusions and understandings of the world that most people haven't, and probably, like Hegel, probably a lot of people won't for a while again. So I'm like a rare jewel of some sort that came to these weird understandings. Happy to teach you all freely, but the people that robbed me and buggered me and bent me over, and I think they tried to rape me with a horse or something. I was just reviewing some itineraries today about when I got tortured in the field, and there was a point where they bent me over, pulled my cax down and bent me over, and something licked my foot. Either a tentacle or a very big tongue licked my foot, and it just kind of felt very, very safe at that moment. I don't know what the fuck these fucking hillbillies are trying to do to me, man. I got some bad itineraries earlier on, some weird stuff. Things that are happening to young, pretty girls in this country via sadists from Florida and a combination of depraved travellers from Ireland. And they share a very common mentality of brutal gang rape and death. And they're getting on great together. Yeah, they're getting on great, going around picking up and abducting kids. Irish kids. Hitler warned you about this. But yeah, they get on great together. Common mentality. Share a mutual understanding. Yeah, it's pretty scary. But I'm Hitler for knowing about it and talking about it and trying to warn you about it. And like, oh, he's Hitler. I don't think travellers are too nationalistic, to be honest. I know they claim to be Christian, but I don't think they're all too nationalistic. The taxpayer pays 1,400 euros per month for them to sit around in their vans preying on your daughters with Noel Vanderberg. I just wondered how horrible it would be to be one of these young girls, Orla, that worked hard all her life, born from a bit of wealth, well-fed, looked perfect, friendly, oblivious, big doughy Disney princess eyes. Nice, so she's probably dead at that one. Nice bum, and what these things are looking for, these boys are looking for. And they prey on her, they pick her out. And she went through her whole life basically being, oh, I love my cousin so much, oh, Christmas time. And she's the sweetest little pie in the world. And her life just had this lovely, lovely thing, lovely. And then it just, out of nowhere, you just get abducted. And you get brutally and calculatively and very sadistically or sodomistically raped until death. And the weirdest, most heinous things done to you in the last few moments of your life. And all of your life was perfect up until that last a few hours. And that's how you go. And this is the last thing, it's just like, and it just ends in this train fucking wreck. It's like, it's so weird, life. Yeah, it's just fucking messed up. It almost happened to me. Yeah, I was in a field talking to loads of kids. Loads of different colours, and I could tell they're from different dominions. So they're with the Dominican church, and I could tell like they're with that church, and they're with those guys. And there's a tiny little girl up front with this hippie hoodie on. They did a swanton bomb right in front of me. I was like, "You're the dopest, yo!" Having a great time talking with them. Anyway, they went skipping on their way. I wanted to go with them, but at the same time, that's a bit weird. And I running around skipping with kids, so I was hanging out talking to them for a while, and they went skipping on their way. And then the big dirty community liaison officer comes out with a gun and just shoots me in the face, or tries to. I almost busted one of their houses across the road from me about a girl that disappeared, and when I tried to report it, 2 hours later, police just showed up and tried to shoot me and disappear me. So yeah, my life almost ended that way. I was happy in a field, hanging out with kids. All right, guys, have a good day. See you later. And out of nowhere, I nearly got shot. Well, it'd be quick and probably painless, but yeah, shot and tortured in the field for an hour or two. Then abducted, and that's when the police were fighting over custody over me. And whoever got custody of me brought me to some barracks. I had a voice that was kind of like, "John, I know you think travellers are nice people, but there's some sick fucking twisted motherfuckers in this field." Just to let you know, it wasn't a voice, it was a very direct sensation. It was very fucking pumped. I was so pumped full of adrenaline. And I see the reflection of my veins had stretch marks and popped out like bubbles all over my arms from the adrenaline that was pumping through me. I was so fucking ripped up. I was like some sick ass actual fucking knackers in this fucking yard. And the thing drove around, the paddy wagon drove around the field 3 times, and I'm fairly certain I could hear someone go, "Ring around your creepy shit, rosy pocket full of posies, ashes to ashes, we all fall down." And I tried to disembowel me. Even so, seem to forget about that, don't you? So I'm saying, yeah, all these psychopaths are working together, and I don't think you know how much trouble it's going to cause everyone. China, Russia, America are in false allegiance with the IRA or Sinn Féin. Or Jerry Adams on TV. I think they killed and cloned Jerry. Thank God, a clone's probably better than the real thing. On TV in Europe, "This is robbery. You robbed our birthright. You robbed our holy fortune." No, it was mine. You all robbed me, and you're cowardly trying to fucking take fucking credit and accomplishment for it. And the Pope, and they're enough fucking jilted. Tom on the left, my jilted family drive by. It's in Simpsons. I'm a skateboarder named Bartholomew. My dad tried to choke me to death a few times. Just saying. Kind of delinquent. Do something like take a fucking rock opera and put it in the local church. Nobody would notice. "Oh, won't you come with me?" Yes. The Lord loves this tune. I was saying, yeah, that's why John Connor is important. It's going to be a big race again now for me, second time to what's left of me. The rag that's left. It's probably all be coming out to fight over it. I wouldn't aggress on Iran. I think that's why Iran will actually win in any event, because I wouldn't aggress on Iran. Beautiful country. I wouldn't aggress. I don't want their oil. I just thought I own everything. I own the world, the universe. It's like, well, I don't know. Carry on. I don't know. Wouldn't mind it, like a fucking. I have it around. Yeah. I'm not gonna take it out of here. I could. I know that gold in the old office is supposed to be like gold ore, and that's why they shaped it, because it was gold ore and liquid gold on Earth or something. I don't know. Turn stuff into gold. It was a special time. I think I've lost these abilities. I can't get to it. Oh no, I can. It's right there. I'll turn that into solid gold. It's a fridge magnet. It's a metal fridge magnet. I didn't take it out of the plastic or touch it. It's not gold anymore. I didn't really want to turn that into gold. What the fuck? And there's some gypsy dress, you know, like a gypsy dancer dress. And the shed was covered in those little nickel or tin shaky things. It was old and it was in a shed. And that all turned into gold. I was like, whoa, fuck the weight. Whoopsie. Opened a sack once, found a fucking sack full of diamonds. I was like, oh, close the sack. Let's go. Are these nice? Are these Fabergé? These fell out of my hair one day. My mum was walking behind me in the garden and they just fell out of my hair. I was like, John, that just fell off you. I was like, what the fuck? This kind of stuff happens about me. They look like Fabergé. Don't know. Alright. Yeah, magic. So it's probably like where there's an ocean of oil under Iran. So yeah, anyway, they're like in Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates living it up. I was like, they probably bought a football team, didn't they? And I was like, I heard a voice when I heard a good guess. Yeah, they bought a football team, I'm a cash, living at large, obscene amount of wealth in Wexford, probed by the Vatican into infidelity of An Garda Síochána. I reckon you keep probing, probe it till it bleeds, if you could, Francis. I think Francis is gone anyway. He's taken over by the Jews. And I reckon the Jews are probably going to be destroyed or something. I hear death to Iran, man. You. See, you're not going to win by harming people that heaven finds preference in. I know you're envious of the preference, but if you think about it, the best you can do is befriend them, buy them a pint. I know they're Iranian, they don't drink. Just befriend them. That's the best thing you can do, and that's why they didn't want. They knew they were supposed to befriend me in the first place, but these are all mega wealthy people on their little hilltops. They weren't going to form an orderly line to flatter and befriend me. Let's just all team up like in the Bible and tear them apart and steal the shit. Yeah, that's way easier. We can all share it, and that's why they're all sharing with the IRA. What do these rich people see in the IRA? Oh yeah, they're all as thick as thieves. They are all as thick as thieves. Couldn't understand it for so long. The psychology. How did they choose the IRA? A bunch of fucking gypsies in caravans hiding around, selling guns and crack and stuff. Or some sainted celibate, dark humoured, very affordable, real thing. I was like, why did these go with the fucking bandit? I don't know. They just had more in common, I suppose. See, I probably wouldn't share it too much, my birthright. But if they just robbed me like Joseph, stuck me down a well and sell me in bondage to Florida, yeah, they got free game, free roam. Probably very rarely share it. I wouldn't even use it myself. So that's how they're all friends. Anyway, all we need to do is befriend me. It's not easy. I have no friends, so I'm actually very desperate. I've actually come on too hard. I haven't a few times made friends with my mate. And this guy's called CJ. I don't have a problem saying his name. I came on so hard. Yeah, scare people away. Friend, oh yeah, let's go skate. Oh, I'm skate, man. What do you know, man? I thought you'd be there today. I'm talking to myself, talking to YouTube. Yeah. Alright, I think I've said most of the things I want to say to John Connor. And what they might be fighting over rather than oil. And I'm a man with very simple tastes. I like dynamite. No, I like donkeys. You know what I mean? Give me a donkey. That'd be even a nice, well-bred super donkey. Like, just give me some, like, donkey that had it hard and fixed him up. It'd be way better. Donkey sanctuary. I don't know if I could handle that, man. I'm no crow. The people that are crows, I call crows chronology. People that make shops and books and keep things and do things and keep things running. Got great respect for them. Couldn't do it myself. Run a business. Nah. It's very settled. So they call me a traveller. And the thing is, I am a traveller. Big time. It's like, I'd never settle down. And it'd be nice to own a farm. kind of thing. But adventure. Probably running around, and once you get settled down, you build walls, and once you build walls, you start doing things behind walls because you think God can't see, Jesus can see me now. Oh. And that's where it all starts. That's why God prefers a wandering traveller to a settled farmer. And you settle farming, and then you start realising and cultivate the land and cultivate animals and cultivate. Wank within walls. I think it's good, Off on an adventure. I have to get some wood. Alright. Well done, unrattled Iran. Sorry about your loss, Suze. You don't seem too scathed. See, they have a different conceptuality of property as well, despite the fact that they have a big ocean of oil. They probably have a very different concept. Take the island and come closer. Yeah, no, ask AI what it thinks. It's a very poetically compound statement. Come closer. It is good, isn't it? It's just 2 words. Scare the shit out of you. Yeah, take our island, and then come closer to us. Just a little closer. Yes, please. Because that's what they want to do, is get close. And they're like, yes, please, come closer. Yeah, they even revised some of the itineraries of the Iranian people that lived on Kark Island. And they were just all friendly. It was like, oh, you're the new military. Yes. Oh, lovely. Yes. No, you want oil, don't you? Yes. Well, we have enough for you here. Whatever you need. Yeah, we have enough for your operation here. And they were just like, oh, yes. Weird psychology of dealing with Islam. Oh, you're the new military. Yes. Okay. Hi. Anything you need, let us know. And yeah, you probably want oil, don't you? Yeah. We have enough for what you need. Please come this way. Islamic accommodation. They're not publicizing the American death, are they? Death toll. They're not publicizing the American death toll. Even the Lego movie froze and gave them some good time to think about that. All the coffins coming back with the American. And Iran aren't happy about it. They even made videos. It's like, yeah, you're sending these kids to die for you. You know what I mean? And they're not happy about it either. And that's nice. Empathy for the enemy. You're sending these kids to die for you, Donald. Sadly, here, Donald's my problem. One of my problems is like, I like business when business works well, but you notice, right? Donald Trump's been taking loads of photographs lately of him gifting kids things, kissing and touching their bums gently. I was like, I've always been doing that. I've always been gifting gifts to kids and touching their bums and kissing them. I was in the Oval Office. It's just like, a rhetorical device that they can put it in court. It's like, well, this is exactly the situation that was described. And, see, yeah, out of context, Caroline. Out of context. There's a lot of people doing that, actually, to be honest. There's a lot of fucking world leaders coming out and making cash gifts to children and giving them kisses and hugs and pats on the bum. Oh, yeah. Lots of them are doing it. In my name. I have a nephew. You know what I mean? People call me a pederast or pedest. I have a fucking nephew. He's Spider-Man. Actually, yes, you want to see the kid flying around, swinging out of things. Upside down. There you go. Look at Spider-Man upside down. Monkey bars. He goes all the way to the end of the monkey bars, the grown-up monkey bars, stops, turns around, and comes back on the monkey bars. Yeah. Feature. Yeah. I guess to visit Iran one day. I hope it's gonna visit America, like some American music. American music, but I could go hang out in Iran one day. I think they're sizing up. I won't challenge Iran. We more powerful together. We'd probably get blown up then if we were friends. I do like a gin and tonic for just to let you know. I think it's tolerated by God, actually. I think I'm milking it and pushing it, but I think I get tolerated by God. for having a drink. I was like, no, he can have a drink. Fucking kid's been doing that. Right, well done. Calm as a bomb, Iran. Yes, anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, I was finishing off the Iranian video. Great success. Lego movies. Please watch the Lego movies. As in the Iranian generated Lego movies describing the situation. It is propaganda, but they don't lie. They really tell the truth, and very, very limited and fair truth to the best of their abilities. And they're not even like bothered about saying it. Here's that big fancy hotel in Dubai. Here's that big fancy hotel in Egypt. That's why England cut out so quick, because you were not getting into this done. But I demonstrated pretty quickly. Alright, I'm gone. I'll play some guitar or something. Yep.